Hello and welcome back to the Year of RPG 2025 DROD RPG 2 Architecture Contest. The Curious Hold of Benjamin Button by Red 13. Let's see what this one's about. A long time ago, a curious architect designed a place where things work in a weird way. There is no need to become stronger, thus you will get weaker. Okay, that's a lot of stats. Well, let's see what happens if I grab 5 attack. I go down by 5. Okay. That's working as promised. Interesting. Small power gem plus 5. Okay. Gems and potion give negative stats. Grackle gates cost 1,000. Hot tiles are 500. Score system is different. Okay. Details on the score system. So having stats is still positive for your score. But, Huge thanks to Lova P48 for providing the red potion sprites. Unfortunately, these potions do not show numbers on them, so I just kind of have to remember. I mean, it's easy enough to just back off. Okay, so what's going on here in actuality? We can fight these things. So we just don't have any stats? Is that what's going on here? Like, we can never gain more stats, we just have what we start with? I guess we can gain keys. There's a lucky Greckle. So we can gain money. Are those rich Wubba? Okay. I guess similar idea to the Greckle pickups in that Zendara entry we did earlier. Yeah, so it's really hard to tell because there's a lot of stuff here that doesn't... okay, there's 2 accessories and a key. Yeah, because I feel like we have so much health and everything... Well, I mean, some things like that Slayer is going to hurt a lot. I mean, we could just not attack the Slayer, though, and then he doesn't really hurt in a meaningful amount. Is this the victory here? We need to somehow procure 10 blue keys? So it's just... The weird thing about this is because of how the system is set up, we need to figure out what our goal actually is. So how many blue keys are there? There's 2, 3. No, okay. 4, 5, 6 and a skeleton. 7, 8, then an additional 5, but there's also 5 there, so I'm not going to count them. 5 blue doors. Okay, blue key there, so that's 9. 10. Okay. So there are 15 blue keys and 1 skeleton, unless I misread. But we can spend 5 blue keys here. And these are 5 blue keys that refund these 5 blue keys. I'm assuming we can't get these any other way. So effectively, this is the halfway point. We get some sort of prize for coming through here. Or maybe there were one... How many were there in this starting section? 2... 3... 4... 5... It might be that we need to have 5 blue keys in order to get over to this side of the level. In any event, then. Okay, how much are Greco gates? 1,000. Big numbers, huh? So we cannot get through. Strong pirate gives us 800. Okay, so there's not really any reason to be over here. Right. Maybe that's a thing I should start considering doing, especially for contest entries, is just having an autosave at the start of an entry. Because that could actually be useful instead of having to... right, we're down here now. Instead of having to do that... So there was no reason to go in that direction. If I go in this direction, I can at least do some stuff. And if I go in this direction, presumably I can do some stuff like get keys. So, I guess we'll lose the attack first. And get ourselves some keys and some shovels. Okay, I need the mirror to get the blue key, and I can do that right now. I need 3 yellow keys or just some stats. So rather than get stuck with decision paralysis, why not? Why not just start doing things? Oops, that is not what we want to do. There was also this orb, which opens everything. Including access to this room, which doesn't seem to have a purpose. I mean, I guess we get, keys. Okay. And then I can do that to get out. So that'll get me a green key. Probably worth it. Rich Wavas. That is a very strong Wraithwing. Well, if we're doing any attacks, we might as well... Might as well do that. Those 50s really hurt. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. There are some fun things there. What opens that, if anything? Nothing. Okay, so if there was a portable orb or something... There is. Alright, let's just start over again. 2 for 2, we chose the wrong path. Benjamin Button, we do have to fight him. I guess he's the final boss. Okay, blowing up the defense gem would be nice. This opens a whole bunch of things. How bad is the strong skipper? Pretty bad. Keys would be nice, though. And I guess we have to fight the strong skipper if we want... I could do that. If we fight it, how much cheaper is that serpent? Significantly? Maybe worth it. So we would be blowing up a green. This is an orb trade. Okay. Blowing up a green key. Ah, to get the crate out, which is obviously worth it. Now, we did spend a lot of resources to do that. Okay, that makes sense. If we want to go through here... no crate in this room? Okay. We do have a strong construct. We want to fight that before we grab any stats, probably. We're already down 1/10 of our health. This is not going great. Okay, that opens that. I do have enough for the portable orb. I would lose out on this, though, which is pretty nice. But what do I gain from the portable orb? So I'm planning on using the portable orb here. So I would gain 100... I would gain 100 shovels and also get to keep 10 attack and 5 defense. I'm going for this key, and I think it might have also given me a green key. So I think I do want to do that. If I go north from here, is there any reason to go north before I have 5 blue keys? Yes, because I can kill the adder before my stats get lower. So really, we kind of want to go with a depth first search here. We're grabbing as much stuff as possible. I think I want to keep attack, so we'll take the defense. I could spend a green key here, but I won't. Those are only 1,000 apiece. Reduce medium HP, okay. I'm also curious if I go to, like, way back here. Okay, maybe not that room. Yeah, the enemies look a lot weaker here. Probably. I mean, there are brains, but... yeah, because it's not intended for us to have all our stats when we get there. Well, if we're just taking health damage, we could just do that. Do we need this green key for anything else then? I mean, there's no reason to do that right now. So let's just... yeah, okay, and as I thought... well, I mean, I could spend 2,000 to get through here. Okay, I lose my gear and a bunch of defense. But I gain the ability to come back through here. There's no point in opening this door early. Ah. Okay, so I could save myself like 3,500, is that right? More than that. Saves me 6,000. Okay. I spend a yellow key. It's 2 yellow keys to get through there. So no, we won't. Okay, well. What, does this do anything good for me? Just a yellow key. How much damage do you do? Not very much, honestly. Okay, we'll spend our green key here, get the portable orb. Next, I do have enough Greckles now to do this room, which is just a lot of stuff. I do need the green key. Speed potion helps me deal with you. Although Slayer turns really fast, so I think it'll help me take fewer hits, but it won't actually, could be better. Well, I have the orb, so let's go where I intended to use the orb. Again, if we're going to do a fight, we should do the fight as early as possible. Are we fighting for those shovels? Not really, I think, because we're about to get a whole bunch of shovels. I could do that and then just not engage with this system at all. And that is more useful, honestly. So I think we are actually just going to do that. Okay, I still need to do that to get the green. It opens this green and that Greckle. Do I need those shovels? I might actually just have enough shovels. That's 3. That's a lot of health. I don't really want to fight those. I have a lot of yellow keys. Let's do that. If I need those keys, I can get them later. I lost too many stats to be able to do anything in this room. Okay. Can blow you up, but it doesn't do me any good. Alright, we'll just pass that room then. I mean, I could dig. No, I could dig and get some stuff, but I'm not going to. I could fight you. What opens this for the speed potion? Oh, killing you. I could. Took 5 hits. That's a lot better than 113 hits. I think I'm just gonna take it. Alright, I could grab 10 shovels and a yellow key. This strong Wraithwing has some good stuff. Some more keys. I didn't even see that this was connected. Diagonal tiles strike again. Okay, well I have a bunch of ways I can get keys. I'm not too worried about it yet. I mean, that's very expensive. I don't know if that's worth doing or not. It's probably not. Okay, we'll do it the other way so we get defense last. And that's 4 blue keys. So where's our 5th one? Our 5th one was up here. Okay. Just do that. Yeah, so it looks like this is the first half, and everything kind of hurts. Anything else I ever want to fight down here? Not really. I missed out on the gel. Not fighting either of those. That is 1,000 Greckles. 1,800, including the pirate. Yeah, I think I'm completely done all of the fights that I want to do here. So now I must lose a lot of attack. And a lot of defense. And my weapon. Okay. I don't really need the shovels. So this will save me even more coming back, because then I'll have defense. I still have some defense before I have to go through again, I should say. Alright, we're on stage 2. 35 shovels for those brains. I could get my shield back, or get a shield, and a lucky Greckle. If I had the portable orb. So that is another thing I could do with it. I opted for the shovels. Okay, and I just need the keys, so I need to do that eventually, but I never have to fight, so like I might as well just do that as my last blue key. Okay, classic. Brain surrounded by walls. If I want green keys, there are some available here. Oh, the fact that I've lost my sword means I can't do this trade anymore. You know what? I didn't do a single save. Okay, I guess we're not doing that trade. We'll see how far we can get. Okay, there is another portable orb. Is there another weapon? Okay, that's just a bunch of loot. Okay, that's a brain giant. That's guarding... So that's probably the hardest blue key to get. Yeah, so let's just look at our targets again. This one is basically free as long as we have enough health to survive at the end. And if we don't, then we just lose. Okay. Oh yeah, so one blue here, but that looks really rough. Blue here, that's just stats and shovels. Blue here is just stats and health. Okay, that one's going to be another fight as well, a pirate. But the pirate has 0 defense because he's in mist, so I can actually... I can fight that no matter what my attack stat is at. This might actually not be a very hard hold, if you're not optimizing. Okay, so I have to spend a yellow to get up there. Oh, there is a sword here. And it costs a blue key, so that's what the skeleton key is for, if I want to have a sword again. But I kind of do. Skeleton key... maybe we have to use a portable orb on that then? Okay. Does it matter which order I go into the rooms in, so I can start checking pressure plates? You are going to be... Unless there's a yellow that opens that. Okay, what about going the other way? For sure we're spending at least one yellow key to get into this side. This might be openable. Okay, that is required for that. No, okay, it's just stats. But if I have a weapon, I can ignore this part. Okay, as for here... Oh, it's just lose 5 for that? Okay, never mind, that's basically free. We do have some tough enemies to fight, though, if we want to drop that. We do have the health for it. We can save 3,000 per construct if we get the sword. I could have also just saved 2 yellow keys if I had been... Well, I need a sword for that, though. So we have to spend a yellow to get up here. Okay, and I can just do this. Useful if I'm wanting to drop the trapdoors, which only saves me 1,000 health. It does let me kill that brain though as well. Okay, well now that I have a sword, I can strike first again. Oh. Rich Webbas are too hard for me to beat. I need to open those if I want them. I think I'm okay. Okay, you know, I could actually save at some point in this playthrough. I don't have any particular reason to save now, I just... Okay, defeat those. Well, I don't need that right away. Do as many fights as possible before we start taking stats. So I think that's 3 blue keys accounted for. We can fight you for a yellow key. Maybe I'm not getting that portable orb after all. Yeah, it's just accessories. Okay, I do need to fight for this, and I will need at least 1 more green key. Now if I go up here, portable orb is worth a lot. $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 shovels gets me a refund of more than 60 shovels. So that's actually just profit. But I need 4 keys to get in there in the first place. Okay, if I blow this up, what happens? I get access to shovels. I have enough Greckles. I think I just need 1 green key and I'm done. There's a green key there. Alright, I need green keys for this too. I see. So if I don't want to just blow everything up. And using the crates doesn't actually help me very much. Because even if I skip a door with a crate, I just have to open the door on the way out anyway. Okay, there is a green key in this room. let's just do that. How much of a difference does killing the brain make? A lot. Why are they... Okay. Hold on. Oh, I can kill the Tar Mother. Okay. Okay, that's 5... Oh, right, I'm down 1 still, so that's whenever I assume I have enough health. I think I just have to dig for this one, and I lose some stats, so I'm okay. That one I guess we're doing next, because it gives us a green key. Which I need. Even though I'm losing stats for it. But I can now go through there. And I have enough to do this room. Okay. You're free. Might as well. Yeah, it hurts. Any reason to fight the rock giant at all? I guess for Greckles. Okay, I don't think I need to do any more fighting. Ow. So that's 10. That's all the keys, right? Because I spent 1 on the sword. Yeah. Okay, I think we're done. No, you guys are still the same. Alright, buttons hold conquered. That was curious. So, the gimmick here then being that you just start with a ton of stats and you lose stats as you go down, meaning that you want to avoid taking stats as much as possible and you want to take every fight as early as possible. I don't know. Getting something feels a lot better than having something taken away from you. So, like, as a one-off gimmick, I guess it was kind of an interesting thing to play through, but I don't know that I particularly enjoyed that. It was, yeah, also the balance of things was kind of weird, and it's also strange how you can't, like, when you're doing stuff like this, oh, +5 attack, but you can't see how much more attack do I need to lose before I take a second hit, right? So it's... The engine doesn't really support this kind of thing particularly well. I can't say I was a huge fan of it. Interesting idea. I did like the layouts of this, having the 5 blue keys into the 10 blue keys, and then dividing the level into sections. And I did think it was funny that we had a bunch of tough fights at the beginning, and then the end section didn't really have any fights in it at all. Very few. Yeah. Also felt very, very easy, which, you know, again, maybe this will be more interesting for optimizers, but just playing through it, I don't know, I just kind of did stuff and it worked. Maybe I just randomed into the correct strategy, but I feel like... hope you enjoyed this hold. Sorry. Can't say I particularly did. Oh. Okay, well, play new game, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting experience, but yeah, I definitely prefer... Like, that's part of the issue, too. Like, so many people are doing these, like, interesting or strange or curious gimmick holds. And if the gimmick doesn't land, then it just ends up not being a fun time. And I feel like compared to most people in the DROD community, I'm going to be quite picky in terms of that because I kind of just prefer not playing with gimmicks most of the time. I'd rather just have the default experience. So like if somebody has made a completely bog standard hold with no scripting whatsoever, I'll probably rate that higher than most of the entries that I've played through so far, to be honest. You know, it is cool that we have all these scripting things we can do, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Alright, another Bomber 50 entry, Forest of Foolishness. We'll check out that next time. I will see you then.